Going on YouTube? Centex Collector here with another G.I. Joe classified review. This one of Kamakura with our windowless box. We've seen the deluxe boxes, but here's our first single figure box I'm reviewing, windowless. So got some cool little cover art here. I'm not an inbox collector, so no big deal to me. I'm pulling this bad boy out. Figure 61. 61. The side art's pretty cool though. And here's the back art. Show all the accessories, the figure. Guess I could have did some sort of like file card or flag point, something more throwback to. Here's the UPC if you need it. Grab this off of Amazon. And then box itself. All you inbox collectors can throw a fit, but whatever. I don't even know why you'd even collect this. You can't see the figure, so you might also tear it out. So, just like the other figures, looks like you have your accessory box here. All recyclable stuff. And there's your piece of paper we always see. And the figure in the box with this recyclable ties. So I'm gonna break all this stuff out. All right, here we go. So Hasbro did way too much on the tape. Try and be recycle friendly, but you have a bunch of tape. And tape can't be recycled. Anyway, so here we are with Kamakura. Again, some of you newer, even older collectors may not be familiar with this character at all. He is an apprentice of Snake Eyes. His first figure came out in 2003 because he was a character in the Devil's Due comic line. He was the first character to become an action figure from Devil's Due comic. And then his father was in war with, well, a soldier with Snake Eyes in Vietnam. And he became an apprentice of Snake Eyes. They never remade Ninja Force, so that's why he wasn't a part of that. Because remember Ninja Force from the 90s? That got disbanded. But let's go through some of the weapons here. So we have this bow, double-sided. We have two katanas. So you'll see a lot of weapons are close to what Snake Eyes had, since he's the apprentice of Snake Eyes. It's part of the Rashikage clan. We have a sash if you want to put it on here. And right here. And then he was in the G.I. Joe versus Cobra action figure in 2003. We had a couple other figures too, even in the modern line. Then we have a knife, which I don't see anywhere. And he's got a pistol that they could have thrown in a silencer for. And then here's the famous Uzi we always see Snake Eyes with. So I do have him classified as a ninja. I think his real name was like Sean Collins, but you'll see it as his name is classified. But in Devil's Due, they told you his name. I think it originally was like Sean Broca because his father was one of the Freds from Crimson Guard after he had served in Vietnam. And he's got the hood and his collar piece. Never really been a fan of these. These hoods typically don't usually look right. but I'll try on later. And you can swap out his head. Probably fodder for a lot of you guys because I'm a big ninja person, so I just like keeping on the ninja head. And then the figure himself, very reminiscent of his figure from 2003, earlier lines. So this was not part of a Real American Hero. This is a very late character. So that's why a lot of you may not be familiar with him, but super cool figure in general. Add another ninja with snake eyes to the G.I. Joe crew, since we're not missing, but lacking good original figures. So it was, cool to see them dig out of the 80s and 90s and get something more current. They just released some more reveals for some figures like Shadow Tracker, which was totally new to the modern line. But to see, something come out after the 90s and not in modern, kind of something, in between, we got this. So there's the Rashikage logo. We got the feet, ninja feet. Good movement there in the foot, all around. Lower leg movement. Got the shins, look very ninja-esque with the knee pads, double jointed knees. I mean, just super good build. Upper leg movement. And then no waist movement left or right, but you got your torso movement. But not left or right movement. Hands, same detail here. Hands can always pop off. Double jointed elbows. Movement upper arm here. And then you got full movement here because he has nothing to constrict. Well, this is different. Look at this movement here in the arms. That looks new. I think I've seen that in any other figures. I don't know if that's new to Marvel Legends too, but you see this movement here in the around the shoulder, because a lot of times this area is constricted with vests or whatnot. So that looks like a new articulation feature in there. That gives you real good movement. I'm pretty sure, yeah, like here's the older Marvel Legends. Not older, but a couple years back. It's not there. And it could be. So it's like a new feature there for articulation. So that's pretty cool. Movement up here. That gives you a really better range of movement on the arms. And then, like I said, the color scheme very reminiscent of original figures back in the early 2000s. And he's got this backpack and put your katanas in. And then still, even though he's a ninja, still looks very kind of military look to it. But obviously very ninja. Like we compare him to Sub-Zero figure from Mortal Kombat, or even a hand ninja. And obviously Hasbro's already done a bunch of ninjas with hand ninjas, so good job there. And back to Hydra. Or a beefier Hydra figure, but definitely fits, Marvel Legends. He's gonna fit in great with the rest of the classified. But yeah, this figure, as far as ninja, very spot on. Just with the G.I. Joe fandom or figures, or whatever you want to call it. Very unexpected figure, but very cool addition, since they went outside of 80s and 90s and just pulled something out of the 2000s that wasn't too quirky, or, you know, Snake Eyes needed a buddy, so we have Snake Eyes Apprentice on deck. So, very cool figure to add to the Joes, since, you know, G.I. Joe doesn't have too many figures. Most of us are Cobra fans and focus on army building Cobras, but now we got a cool ninja to add to the Joe Force. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. JJ out.